Hello, hello, hello. Hello, good afternoon, friends. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Not quite sure what to say today. I guess I feel like I'm in between two worlds. Not in the sense that I feel stuck or anything like that, but I can feel that my life is transitioning, like I'm in a transitional phase with regards to what this life is all about, I suppose. Because I feel like I'm finally getting to remember who I am. And this remembrance is getting clearer and clearer and clearer by the day. I see myself in everyone, like literally see myself in every single person that I encounter. I've had the best encounters ever. I'm getting to meet the most amazing, amazing humans in my everyday life. Everyday humans. And I just feel so blessed and so honored to have such wonderful, wonderful, amazing, fabulous humans in my consciousness. And it just leaves me with gratitude. My heart is full with gratitude, with joy, with grace, and I'm like, wow, all of this has always been available to me. And for the longest time, I guess I've been blinded to it. But now I see it so clearly. And often I'm just left speechless by the kindness and the graciousness and the generosity and being shown by wonderful, wonderful, amazing, beautiful humans. Like, I know life is not all yippee excited all the time, and emotions fluctuate, they come and go. But I feel like I'm in a higher state, dare I say, where I'm staying more and more as the observer of all of this unfolding that is happening. Like, I may not know entirely where this is headed, but I have sort of let go of the resistance that I had in me for such a long time. So, dare I say, I have surrendered into the now present moment. Yeah, it's wonderful to be alive. It's wonderful to be in this human life. And I can feel the transition in me, you know, because I am remembering who I am. The I am is remembering the I am. Does that make sense? And the more I stay with myself, the more the more that I stay with myself, the more I get to remember. Not stay, when I say stay with myself, not necessarily being in isolation, but just being in the now present moment. And I tend to use the breath as an anchor to be in this now present moment. So I just bring my attention back to the breath and just watch the breath. And that sort of brings me into this now present moment. And regardless of what's going on, you know, I get to see with so much clarity, not just a visual, more than visual seeing, if that makes sense to anyone. You know, it's like a remembrance, a knowing. But I've said this before, words, this is beyond words. Who you are is beyond words. Words are here to be used as a tool, as a guidance. And sometimes I feel as if the words don't quite do it justice. But language is beautiful. It's one of the communication tools that we have, and especially on this platform, on this YouTube platform, this is just an audio recording. So I'm sure the right message will come through for the right person. Whoever's meant to listen to this recording will receive the right message they're supposed to receive. Like, can't quite say what that message might be. I'm just speaking and the words are just coming out, and not thinking so much about what I'm saying. But like I've said before, it's not so much about the words you say or so much about your actions. It's not really that. It's mainly the energy behind your words and the energy behind your action that people resonate to. If you realize who you are and you carry yourself as the light that you are, it gets reflected in your action and it gets reflected in your words, and people recognize that. They may not know why they're drawn towards you. Actually, those people who have remembered their light will recognize exactly what they're seeing. And those who are still in the process of remembering, or I guess those people who are still in the early stages, the early process of remembering, may not even recognize why they're drawn towards you. But yeah, it's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. And I am surrendered to not knowing, because I recognize this in my mind. There's a part of me that wants to know. Like, you want to solve the big question, the big questions of life. But I've accepted the unknown. I've accepted the not knowing part of it. And with doing that, I get to see so much beauty in this world, so much beauty in everyone, so much abundance. I feel free, actually. I feel free. I feel safe, if that makes sense. I feel safe enough to be myself, to be with myself. That's it mainly. I feel safe to be with myself because I know how I feel. Well, let me rephrase that. Because I'm more trusting of my feelings as my guidance, I have less fear in me, and I just feel safe in this human realm, if you like. Did any of this make sense? Like, I have no idea what I'm talking about here. The words are just coming out. But like I've said, we're past that point where we're trying to edit ourselves, filter ourselves, or say something that you feel you're supposed to say basically speaking mainly from the mind. I'm trying to let the words flow out, stay in the unknown, trust the process. That's it. Trust the process and just watch life unfold beautifully. And just I've stopped trying to complicate things, and I am open to receive all of the blessings, all of the love, all of the joy, all of the help. That's a big thing for me. And I didn't realize this before, that the human in me was almost closed off from receiving help. But more and more, I'm realizing that every single person I encounter is here to work with me and to work for me for the greater good rather than work against me. Like, I didn't think this consciously, but reflecting back, my actions was as if the world was working against me. But I'm past that now. I can see very clearly that all of this life is here to work for me and to work with me. It's a beautiful, beautiful remembrance. And with that, I have just surrendered, if you like. I know some people have a negative connotation to that word, but I am just allowing myself to flow with this life. I don't know where it would lead. I know nothing, basically. I'm just taking it breath by breath, moment by moment, and see what I feel called to do. Because everything happens in the now present moment.